His attendance at Southport was limited, didn't speak to anybody, turned up, dropped some flowers and ran away.
He immediately jumped in the car afterwards, drove back to London and went to a drinks party. Apparently, do you remember when Keir Starmer laid the wreath at the Axel Rudy Cabana thing?
Yeah.
He immediately jumped in the car afterwards, drove back to London and went to a drinks party with celebrity supporters.
Yeah, trying to raise money.
Yeah, but what I don't get about that is, on such a horrific day and such a horrible thing, wouldn't you have said, wouldn't a normal, I know I would have done, and said, look, I don't think it's appropriate for to do this, you know, we need to be in mourning for what's happened today and be reflecting and taking action about this as well. But he rushed back to glad hand a bunch of celebrity reports. Doesn't that sound a bit weird? Did you hear about this?
I did, yep. Angela Rayner was there as well, and some other top Labour politicians. I'm split on this. I can see the optics, how it looks. We've just had a tragedy in the country. His attendance at Southport was limited, didn't speak to anybody, turned up, dropped some flowers and ran away. That was terrible. But he did that because he didn't want to speak to anybody. Because he can't speak to people. He hasn't got the communication skills, the empathy of anything. And then went to London for that. The other part of me says the governing of the country has to go on. There was a tragedy. 3 girls were murdered. I want my Prime Minister still working, still doing stuff. You know, there's a balance there. I understand probably why he did it. But you'd also think, but he hasn't. You think he'd have better people around him to say things like, okay, if this gets out, this is going to look terrible. In which case, you know, we'll change it or we'll do something different, or there won't be any drinks. It'll be a more somber occasion and stuff like that. But he has no advisors that tell him this will look bad. But none of our politicians seem to have those advisors anymore. Unless they do have advisors, but these advisors are a waste of time because they can't foresee problems either, because they live in the same bubbles. A working man would have been able to go, this won't look good, because I wouldn't like it. But he hasn't got anyone like that around him. They're all in that bubble.
It was just, the optics are just shocking.
It is.